Welcome into my Week 4 game picks, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jason. If you want to support the channel, the best way to do it is by hitting the like button and subscribing to SC's Huddle for more CFL content just like this. And with that said, let's get into it with the first matchup of the week, the Hamilton Tiger Cats going into Montreal to take on the 1-1 Montreal Alouettes. And all week I thought I was going to take Hamilton in this one, but I'm actually going to take Montreal. Just my heart says I think the Hamilton Tiger Cats are going to pull through. They're going to win, having that extra time to prepare with the bye week. But I think my brain just says the Montreal Alouettes are a better team at this point in time. I trust their offense more. I trust this offensive line more, which is kind of a shock to where I thought they would be before the beginning of the season. So I'm going to take Montreal to win this game. I think they're just playing much better football right now. They laid an egg against Calgary, but they came back and they made it a game at the end of the game, and Hamilton just hasn't looked all that competitive the first 2 weeks, and we'll see if that changes with Dane Evans at quarterback, but I think it's going to be a good game this week, but at the same time, I think Montreal just has more firepower, and there's just too many questions about this Hamilton Tiger Cats offensive line to take them in this game right now. Now, on Saturday is the really interesting one of the week for me, BC going to Ottawa for Ottawa's home opener, and what's shocking to me is the amount of people that are picking BC in this one versus the lack of people that are taking Ottawa, and that's why I'm actually going to take the Ottawa Red Blacks in this one. I think people are kind of giving BC too much credit. Yeah, they have the top 2 receivers in the league in terms of yardage, but at the same time, the last 2 weeks, they've scored, 15 points and 16 points? They just haven't been putting points on the board either, and, I mean, that's not saying much going against this Red Blacks offense that hasn't really produced anything so far this season with Matt Nichols at the helm. But I think at home, they're going to manufacture a little bit of offense, enough to help this defense, which is really balling out the first couple of weeks. Against Saskatchewan, they showed the best against Saskatchewan of any defense that's played the Rough Riders so far this season. So I think Ottawa, in a very low-scoring game, pulls one out here, upsets BC at home, and the Red Blacks find a way to win that game. Now, on Sunday, Winnipeg hosting Calgary, and this is kind of the easy one for me. I'm taking Winnipeg. Calgary just wasn't overly impressive in that game. They made a lot of mistakes. They were able to fight back and desperately climb their way back into the standings with their first win of the season, but at the same time, Winnipeg's just the better team. They have the better quarterback. They have the better surrounding skill pieces. They have a better defense. I think this Calgary offensive line is really going to be challenged by this Winnipeg defensive line, like every offensive line that's played Winnipeg so far this season. And I just think it could be a blowout in this game. But I think Calgary, at the same time, could keep it close. But I just don't see Calgary winning this game in really any scenario. But I could be wrong with the way things are going so far this season. And finally, just in case the Elks play Toronto and the game finds a way to be rescheduled this week or on a Tuesday or something like that, I'm going to take Toronto to win the game. I was going to probably originally take Edmonton to win that game, but who knows who's testing positive for Edmonton, who's going to be out. Toronto's the better team right now, all around, I think. Even if they're completely healthy, they're pretty on par. It was going to be a really interesting game, I think, but, unfortunately, the postponement and all of that. But those are just my picks for week 4, everybody, and let me know what you think in the comments section. And with that said, I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy week 4, everybody. Peace.